Okay, welcome back. Nat's mini weekend jobs continue. Weekday jobs continues. So the principal concern I had about this, or the running concern, I suppose, is the radiator fan. So I knew the fan worked because I tested it in an earlier video. What I wasn't entirely sure of is the thermostat, and I've proved that doesn't work. So it's not kicking in when it gets warm. So what I've done, quick job, early evening, was a bit of a bodge. So I've taken the cable, the power from the fan, it normally comes across here, plugs in just here, so that's now routed up and out, and that's it there, in, and I've done it into the side light of the bulb. I've actually unplugged it because frankly it's worth naff all anyway. It doesn't do anything. If I'm gonna I always have my headlights on because I think it just makes you more visible to traffic. So yeah, fine, I've just unplugged that, plugged it in there. It's only a temporary measure anyway, and it comes out on the top here. I found an old switch. I think it was from an old set of like grip heaters, like the really cheap ones that I bought to test whether they were worthwhile getting, decent ones actually. So I now have that on there. So I now have, you can't really see it, but I have a fan, albeit a manual one. It's not elegant, it's tucked away nicely so it doesn't look awful, but it works for now. The one other bit that I am going to do this evening, cardboard, scissors. I said on a previous one about putting cardboard on it. Obviously it's not a final solution, it's not an end state by any stretch of the imagination, it's just to try and get a template to work out what I want to do. So I'm going to whip the seat off, make a really rough template out of the cardboard and work out what it looks like, and just give me dimensions more than anything else. And a few minutes pissing around with cardboard later, that's the sort of thing I'm after. I prefer not to do it in cardboard, but no, obviously not going to do it in cardboard, but effectively I want something that covers the pods. Now helpfully there's a, you can't quite see it, yeah, can't see it, there is actually a fixing there, so to do something into that to hold the bend, which I quite like. Now whether that goes that way or that way, I think that way, probably a bit deeper, probably try and catch it to the edge of that and run it up as a semi triangle. So I don't want to box it in too much because I'm going to ruin the airflow, but just to stop them getting wet. Seats on just so I can make sure that I'm not crushing stuff out. So I think it's two pieces. There's a piece cut roughly like that. That's a little bit high actually because you can see it past the seat, but slot out of it so that I can slide it in. So you drill holes, make it round like that. I've got to get a uniform bend out of whatever metal I'm going to use to do, which is going to be really tricky with no tools, but hey, why we do this stuff. That's one net, I suppose, and another one to block out the top. I know you can get like bases for seats, but I don't like the way they all meet. I don't like the measurements and everything. I quite like the setup of the seat. So yeah, so that's about the same. Now why have I done it? Well, it means I can sit there in the comfort of my house with some templates that I can measure and find something either close or just buy a sheet of aluminium that I can bend into approximately the right shape and cut by hand. Yeah, what I'm also going to do is, while I'm there, and I have mentioned about using the original seat which is on the floor somewhere, I'll find it, as much as the attachments here. In fact, you can see the bottom end of my bodge on how to cover your own seat with the material that somebody else already had on it. Yeah, the metal's just rusty, so I might just strip that tonight and give that a dose of paint one way or another. But yeah, it came with two seats, one that was covered. In fact, come with me, phone / people. Let's see if I can find it. I know I've seen it somewhere because I've tripped over it twice. goes. Epoxy alarm. I'm going to have to charge that because I've set the alarm off so many times it's probably got no charge left in it. That was the original one. Oh, fuck. Every time I turn that over, that bit falls off. Right, it's the original seat. And I think once I have painted the base, I'm going to chuck that on just to see how comfy it is. It might be just a guide, because basically this, I just chucked on a load of foam. I didn't really know what I was doing. I mean, it looks great, yeah, it works, it's comfy enough, but I just want to see if actually getting a proper seat's more comfortable, and I might invest. But yeah, it's not a lot of point while I've still got that mess underneath, so I need to sort it out. I think these brackets feeling underneath are actually just bolted on, so I might whip those off because they're only taking up precious little space, but yeah, I need to do something with those. To be brutally honest, I might just black bag them for now, so at least they're waterproof. In fact, I am going to do that. I won't film it because it's fucking embarrassing putting a dog poo bag on your bike, but if nothing else, it was just keep the brain off them for now. Right, I think that's it for tonight. I'm going to do some internet shopping for finding the best way of doing this. I suspect it's probably Wix's and sheet aluminium, but we'll see. Cheers all. Ta-da.